Palantir is doing crazy moves today. Price is up. The whole market is recovering. However, people are speculating. Is this for real? Huge plans leaked for Palantir, and no one is even talking about it. What is happening? And who's behind this craze? Well, let me explain. Disclaimer. What a wild day for the Palantir community. The market's been on a roller coaster, crashing hard for days, but today, Palantir is holding its ground like a champ. It's actually up 4%, which feels like a breath of fresh air in all this chaos. But here's the crazy part. Palantir isn't the only one having a great day. It's like the entire stock market decided to flip the script. Everything's in the green, which is a rare sight after days of watching it tank. But instead of celebrating, people seem more cautious than optimistic. There's this nagging question in the air. Is this just a bull trap? One analyst broke it down perfectly on Twitter, asking, who thinks this is a bull trap? He laid out reasons both for and against it. On the positive side, we've got incredible CPI and PPI data, blowout bank earnings, relief on the 10-year yield and the dollar, and strong tech earnings just around the corner. Oh, and the buzz about the Trump administration easing up on energy and crypto regulations is giving some hope. But on the flip side, there are real concerns. Inflation is still stubborn, earnings might disappoint, there's uncertainty around Trump's policies, and those tariffs everyone's talking about, they could seriously backfire. Honestly, it all makes sense. The market's been in freefall, so this sudden upward shift feels too good to be true for some. And with so much major news breaking, people are asking if this is a turning point or just a trap before another drop. Will the market finally grow again? Will our losses with Palantir recover? Or are we all just getting ahead of ourselves? And here's the thing about Palantir. Everybody's been predicting it'll crash. Like, everyone. But what if it's just getting started? With all these huge moves in the stock market, what if this isn't a bull trap at all? What if it's the beginning of a bull season? Palantir might not just survive, it might thrive. What if we're completely wrong in the best way possible? But despite all the speculation, one thing is crystal clear. Palantir is dominating the market right now. And here's the kicker. Just a little while ago, one of Palantir's competitors, OpenAI, posted a job opening on Twitter that got everyone talking. They're looking for forward-deployed engineers. The post says, if you're a software engineer who loves working directly with customers and helping them tap into the power of frontier AI models, DM me with an example of something cool you've built on top of our API. Naturally, the Palantir community couldn't help but speculate. One Twitter user had the perfect response. Palantir has been laughed at for decades. Now, OpenAI is hiring forward-deployed engineers. Is mimicry the model? It's wild, isn't it? For years, people underestimated Palantir. Its approach, its vision, its way of doing business. And now, it feels like the same strategies people mocked are being adopted by competitors. It's like a full-circle moment. Suddenly, Palantir's playbook is looking like the blueprint for the future. This just proves that Palantir has an edge, a serious one. While others are still figuring out their game plan, Palantir is already playing at a whole new level. And looking at how the stock is performing today, maybe this isn't just a lucky streak. Maybe it's a sign of what's to come. Speaking of what's to come, Palantir has been keeping things unusually low-key lately. Public updates have been scarce, and there's barely any information trickling out. But then, out of nowhere, they announced a new partnership with Boundless Discovery. It came to light through a simple Twitter post. Palantir signs a multi-year deal with Boundless Discovery to build its flagship offering on AIP. BD uses AI to understand complex events. It made its solutions with AIP free dev tier. AIP was the perfect tool to build robust solutions at speed. Boundless expansion is right, but here's the thing. Why isn't anyone talking about this? This deal feels like it might be a lot bigger than it looks at first glance. It's also curious how understated this announcement is. Normally, when Palantir wants public attention, they go big. They share huge numbers, bold claims, or jaw-dropping performance metrics. And it works. It gets people hyped. But this time, the reveal is so basic, almost too general. There are no specific details, no flashy figures. It feels like they're trying to fly under the radar, working behind the scenes, without drawing too much attention. And that's where things get interesting. Why the subtlety? Could this partnership with Boundless Discovery be something more significant than they're letting on? Boundless is already using AI to understand complex events, and they've chosen AIP as the backbone for their flagship solutions. That alone speaks volumes about AIP's potential. This quiet confidence from Palantir feels like a power move. Maybe they're setting the stage for something massive, something that's going to catch the market and their competitors completely off guard. While the stock is already showing strength, partnerships like this hint that Palantir's long-term vision is still unfolding. The real question is, are we even ready for what's coming? Speaking of power moves, it looks like we won't have to wait too long to see if Palantir's confidence pays off. As everyone knows, they recently announced the official date for their Q4 earnings report, and it's just a few weeks away. This could be a total game changer. One Twitter analyst summed it up perfectly in his post. Palantir advancing Q4 earnings signals confidence. Expect strong results, major contract wins, or key updates. This move could mark a turning point. And honestly, he actually makes sense. Palantir moving up their fourth quarter earnings release is no small thing. It suggests they're ready to showcase something significant, whether it's impressive financials, groundbreaking contracts, or other major developments. This kind of bold move screams confidence, and it could have a massive impact on how investors and the market view Palantir's trajectory. If the results are as strong as expected, it could solidify Palantir's current momentum, pushing the stock even higher. It would also back up their recent quiet moves, like the partnership with Boundless Discovery, showing that these deals are part of a bigger, well-executed plan. This upcoming earnings report could be the moment where everything clicks, where all the speculation, partnerships, and market resilience come together to show Palantir's true strength. Whether it's the start of a new era for the stock or another wild chapter in its story, one thing's for sure. All eyes will be on Palantir in the coming weeks. Also, maybe one reason why Palantir's price has been standing tall lately is that institutional investors seem to be making some big moves. Take Park Avenue Securities, for example. They recently increased their stake in Palantir by over 30% in the fourth quarter, adding tens of thousands of shares to their portfolio. By the time of their latest filing, their holdings were worth well over $12 million. And it's not just them. Other major players have been stepping up too. State Street Corp almost doubled its position in Palantir during the third quarter, adding tens of millions of shares to their already massive stake. Geode Capital Management also significantly raised their holdings, now owning close to 50 million shares, while firms like Sumitomo Mitsui Trust and FMR have quietly added substantial amounts as well. Even Charles Schwab Investment Management upped their position by more than half. Well, institutional investors don't just throw money around. They see something in Palantir that has them doubling down. These big moves are likely one of the reasons the stock has shown resilience lately, even when the broader market has been shaky. This level of confidence from major investors connects perfectly to where Palantir stands today. Between their recent partnerships, quiet but strategic moves, and the anticipation building around the upcoming Q4 earnings report, it's clear that Palantir is more than just another stock in the market. It's a player that institutional investors are betting on, and that confidence might just be the foundation for its next big leap. With everything we've discussed, one thing is becoming increasingly clear. Palantir isn't just surviving, it's here to stay and thrive. Even Shyam Sankar, Palantir's CTO, touched on this in a recent interview, delivering a powerful insight. He said, "An LLM is only as powerful as the toolchain that manipulates it." At DevCon 1, he shared his thoughts on the shifting dynamics of AI supply and demand, emphasizing how Palantir is committed to building the ultimate toolchain, a system that not only powers innovation, but speeds up the entire process from prototype to production. This perspective ties directly into where Palantir stands today. While others are rushing to keep up in the AI race, Palantir is focused on creating tools that ensure AI systems are not just impressive but practical and scalable. Their approach is methodical and forward-thinking, which explains why they're forming partnerships like the one with Boundless Discovery, and why institutional investors are doubling down on the stock. Palantir isn't just riding the AI wave, they're shaping its direction. With everything from groundbreaking partnerships to strategic investments and leadership insights, it's becoming more evident that Palantir is building a foundation that could redefine its industry. The market is taking notice, and this might only be the beginning. But what is your opinion on this? Comment down below. If you are curious to find more, then make sure to click on one of the videos you see on the screen. And with that, we come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, then turn on the notifications bell on this channel. Missing an important Palantir update might make you lose money, so don't risk it. Also, please share this video with as many people as possible. Let's get this news out there.
Whales cannot be stopped. Trillions of Shiba Inu tokens, hundreds of millions of dollars. And the data suggests that this is just the beginning. People are waking up seeing these numbers, trying to benefit from this opportunity. But what is actually happening? And how long will this market craze last? Well, let's find out. Disclaimer: the market has pivoted to a recovery phase, but some altcoins still haven't reclaimed their yearly highs, despite Bitcoin spiking above the $71,000 threshold. Shiba Inu is also part of this recovery trend, but is facing strong resistance due to multiple sell walls. A sell wall occurs when a large number of sell orders are placed at a particular price level, creating a barrier that can be difficult for the price to rise above. For example, imagine there are 100 Shiba Inu tokens available for sale at 1 penny. If buyers only want to purchase 50 tokens at that price, the supply at that level is much higher than that demand, making it hard for the market to buy the tokens that are available at that price to move up past 1 penny. However, there is a way we can surpass these sell walls and achieve new highs for Shiba Inu. But before we dive into that, we need to take a look at what's happening with Bitcoin. Today has been a literally crazy day for Bitcoin, and its impact on Shiba Inu is enormous. U.S. spot Bitcoin exchange traded funds, or ETFs, have achieved their longest streak of consecutive net inflows since they launched, with 18 straight days of positive flows as of Thursday. Since launching in January 2021, the price of Shiba Inu has increased by $1.2 billion, and even though the current inflows are still lower than the peak levels in March, according to the Blocks data dashboard, the sustained positive net inflows, especially driven by BlackRock, highlight continued strong interest and confidence in Bitcoin among investors. 18 days in a row of positive inflows definitely gives us a bullish sign. It shows that more and more investors are putting their money into crypto, which is some very good news for any crypto enthusiast. But traditional investors aren't the only ones accumulating Bitcoin. Just take a look at this crypto whale. According to a report by Wu Blockchain based on research from CryptoQuant, around $1 billion worth of Bitcoin is being added every day to a massive new whale wallet. In total, long-term holders have amassed 70 Bitcoin over the last 30 days, with whale demand increasing at a rate of 4.4% per month. And now you might be wondering if 4.4 is a big number. It definitely is. To put it in perspective, if you start with $10,000 and add 4.4% every month in 5 years, you'd have a lot more than you might expect after 5 years. That 10,000 would grow to around $87,000. This shows how powerful a 4.4% monthly increase can be over time, highlighting the significant impact of the current whale demand on Bitcoin's market. But in addition to that, just today, according to CoinGlass data, Bitcoin open interest has reached a new all-time high peak of $37 billion open. Interest refers to the total dollar amount of Bitcoin in the last 5 years, which is about a third of the total dollar amount of outstanding Bitcoin futures or options contracts. And you might be wondering, is this metric important? Absolutely. Open interest is a crucial indicator of market sentiment and activity in the futures and options markets. A high level of open interest suggests that there is significant trading activity and interest in Bitcoin derivatives, indicating a strong and active market. So while some may have thought that the crypto market is flat and boring right now, it actually isn't. The record-breaking open interest is a significant indicator of the market, and Bitcoin futures and options demonstrates that there is still plenty of excitement and activity happening in the crypto space. But here's something very interesting. Despite the strong inflows and a Bitcoin rally past 71,000, Google Trends data reveals a surprising trend. Compared to 2021, hardly any Americans are conducting searches related to Bitcoin FSITs. Price or crypto in general. Google Trends assigns a value out of 100 based on a search interest relative peak popularity. For example, on June 5, searches for Bitcoin originating from the US scored only 31, while Bitcoin ETF had a mere one. Other related searches such as Bitcoin price and crypto received slightly higher index scores of 18 and 13 respectively, but still remained significantly below the search volumes during 2021's retail-driven bull run. Interest in crypto-related searches has dwindled over the year. There were spikes in interest across the board. On January 11th, the price of Bitcoin has been rising for the past year, and the price of Bitcoin has been all-time high for the first time since 2021. It's noteworthy that search interest for Bitcoin peaked in May 2021, a few weeks after surpassing 50,000 for the first time and just before reaching its long-standing all-time high of nearly 69,000 in November 2021. Crypto analyst Miles Dutcher shared data indicating a significant decline in viewership of crypto-related YouTube channels compared to 2021, despite Bitcoin surpassing its previous all-time high in 2021. During Bitcoin's peak, crypto YouTube channels were garnering around 4 million daily views. However, in 2024, despite Bitcoin reaching new highs, daily views have dropped to approximately 800,000. Dutcher emphasized, retail isn't back yet. According to him, there's no better indicator of the current state of the market than crypto YouTube views. This decline in viewership suggests that mainstream retail interest in cryptocurrency has not returned to the level seen during the 2021 bull run, despite Bitcoin's price reaching new heights. But still, with 18 days of Bitcoin ETF inflows and massive whale accumulation, you might wonder, why hasn't the price skyrocketed yet? Where's the impact of these developments? Well, that's a good question. Analyst Jimmy sheds some light on this. He explains that spot Bitcoin ETFs worldwide hold only about 5% of the total Bitcoin circulating supply, while the majority is held by whales. Jimmy notes that while ETF inflows are indeed significant, they are still minimal compared to the volume of Bitcoin being traded and sold by these large holders. He emphasizes that for every buyer in the market, there needs to be a seller, and the actions of these major players can heavily influence price movements. Even though the price might not react immediately, the recent developments such as 18 consecutive days of inflows into Bitcoin, ETFs, and whales accumulating Bitcoin are still considered bullish. This is because these actions demonstrate a growing interest and confidence in Bitcoin as an asset class among both institutional investors and individual traders. While the price might not reflect these developments right away due to various factors influencing the market, such as short-term speculation and profit-taking, the underlying trend indicates a strengthening foundation for Bitcoin's long-term growth. Essentially, these actions lay the groundwork for future price increases. In the long term, the price of Bitcoin is expected to rise to $1.5 billion, which is a significant increase in the market's day-to-day fluctuations. But what about Shiba Inu? Well, if Bitcoin experiences a significant price increase due to recent developments, it will have a massive impact on Shiba Inu. We know that Shiba Inu is highly sensitive to Bitcoin movements and shares a strong correlation with it. Currently, Shiba Inu faces a major obstacle in the form of a massive sell wall, according to Into the Block data. This wall represents a threshold. We're over the top. Over 64,000 addresses collectively hold 69 trillion Shiba Inu tokens, which is over 10% of the entire supply. The selling pressure from these addresses often leads to corrections in Shiba Inu's price, as we've seen in recent movements. As a result, Shiba Inu has retraced most of the gains it made during the recent rally. This situation can be frustrating for Shiba Inu investors, as the presence of such a large sell wall can impede its upward momentum. However, Shiba Inu is now aiming to sell Shiba Inu, stabilize above its current price level, and use it as a foundation for a second upward push when bullish sentiment returns. To surpass this immediate sell wall, Shiba Inu would need to confidently close above 4027, but with the potential upcoming push in Bitcoin's price, according to previous patterns, this should significantly benefit Shiba Inu. This is precisely what we need for Shiba Inu to overcome its current challenges and resume its upward trajectory. But what is your opinion on that? Comment down below. I'd be eager to read your opinion. If you are curious to find more, then make sure to click on one of the videos you see on screen. And with that, we come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, then please like this video and don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section. This really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Also, please share this video to as many people as possible. Let's get this news out there.